Look what I just found. This is the poplar that I girdled 5 years ago or 6 years ago just to see what would happen. And then it fell over 3 years ago. Beaver at work. Good thing this isn't on Dennis's property, or he'd be livid. I don't really care. But where's it gonna fall? I've been wanting to come down here and cut this up, get it out of here so I can resume the trail that goes down where it covered. The trail goes down, and then there's a little trail that leads up to the prow of the ship. Now, as long as we don't get, or I don't get, condensation on the lens, that ought to work. I mean, it's really close. I was going to put it about 8 feet behind the camera, this camera, but that was iffy for triggering. I don't know. I haven't ever gotten anything with this camera. But I want to be close enough to ensure. Well, and if a beaver starts working, he's going to be very close. And I've set it to record video and stills. If you recall, I had it set for video and stills back in May or June, whenever I played with that thing. And I remember reading online before I bought the thing, some of the reviews, and I remember, I think that some guy said I couldn't get video and stills. And then I put 4 more batteries. There are 2 bays in the back of that thing. The upper one holds 4 AA batteries, and the instructions say nothing about what the bottom bay is for. Do you load that up with 4 batteries too? And I think that's what I remembered him saying was, well, when he put 4 batteries in the bottom bay, that's when it recorded video and still. So it's an oversight on the owner's manual. Glad I read that and remembered it, because I think this will give me maximum chance of getting beaver working close up. Now, as long as he doesn't take the tree down in the night and have it fall on the game camera, we'll be in business. This is the natural order of things here. The beavers do what they have to do. I'm emptying the, oh, by the way, I'm emptying the little trailer up at the birch blowdown here under that hole that the poplar tree left when it fell. And I'm unloading the trailer. And I became aware of a dog barking to the north, far away. But then the more I listen to it, the more I'm realizing there's a dog barking in a place where there's no houses. There's no people that live just directly north of here. Oh, she's cornered something. Deer, most likely. So I headed up the hill, and that's one of the reasons it sounded so far away, because she was up and over the hill. and it goes downhill to the north there. So she was barking, and as I got up on the hill, she was louder, but I was whistling. Oh my God, whistling, loud, and it's like she was barking too loud to hear my whistle. Finally, I think I caught her when I got up to the curve of the loop trail, and she stopped barking, and here she came running through the underbrush. Okay, and then I realized that she was licking. Yeah, I knew instantly without even looking. And then I looked, and yeah, there's 6 or 8 baby quills. Thank goodness. Well, maybe if they were adult quills, they would have been long enough I could have grabbed them with my hand and pulled them out. Always something, eh? Life on the bog. It was a bastard trying to get them out and hold her still. She fought me. So I now know you can pull them out yourself. I used my Leatherman tool, but you gotta, that doesn't work. It's got little serrations on the jaws. The quills just pulled right through. So I just had to use my fingernails and give them a real jerk. If she'd hold still long enough, gotta work fast, just hard and fast. How you feeling? Let me see. I've been wondering when this was going to happen. Skunk and or porcupine. And the instant I got the last one out, she quit on that. Oh, sweetie. Are you okay now? You all right? Good girl. And I just picked a deer tick off her, crawling. You know, they're back now. I gotta be protective when I come out here. I got more than I realized to take care of. These two have been hanging here for 3 or 4 years, leaning this way. And I had looked into taking them down, but one pushing against the other one. This closest one, that is a massive tree. It goes way down, 60, 70 yards further down. They're a lot easier to take care of now than the way they had been, leaning dangerously, widowmakers. So this is just the very top of one of those trees. I heard, Insley and I both heard 2 days ago in the house we were, and heard a big thud. More than that, not a crash, I don't know the right word to use, but a solid sound of a tree falling down. First thought it hit the house. She looked up, I looked up, we both looked at each other. She ran to the window. We came outside, looked around the house. Nope, nothing. Well, it'll remain a mystery. And these things always remain a mystery, just for a short amount of time. A day, a couple weeks, maybe a month, until I discover we're out and looking around, and that's what made this sound. Or this is what made that sound. I gotta get it right. So I can open this up easily. The other, I hardly use that other trail, but I don't like leaving it closed up. It's an alternate escape route. All right, cut it up. I gotta get my gloves. They're back in the ATV, fortunately. This is hard pressed against this oak tree. If I try to saw it, it's going to bind like hell. Same situation of a year ago, that happened to me just on the game trail we were just on. Well, ultimately I broke the saw permanently. Glad I thought of this. Yeah, it's soft. I would have to cut from this side, so this can bend and open up. But it's also got weight pulling down on it, which is going to bind underneath. If I cut this side, as it weakens, as I cut, this piece is going to want to move that way. I'm not willing to risk it yet with a new saw. Did it again. The winch on the ATV. I didn't need the winch. Got it sawed through. Just reached over and pulled this log toward me, and I heard a plop. Looked over. It was sitting right where you saw it. I'm getting out of here. No, I'm not. When I came up to get the saw, I keep it up top shelf in the woodshed. You see that hat? Behind it is the shelf I had it on. And also I had this tarp sitting on top of it. Well, when I began pulling this out, the tarp sort of came with it. And oh my God, it was like rats jumping off a ship. There were at least 8 or 10 mice scampering, scurrying all over hell and gone to get the hell out of there. Insley was nearby. I thought she would have had a hell of a good time with all those mice who were running hither and yon. She's aware right now so something was going on here, but I don't think she ever saw many, or she might have heard some of the here.
Are you filming that? Come on. Come on, we have standards.